What's up, YouTube? Alright, gentlemen, how do we prove ourselves? We wake up every day and we know we need to prove ourselves if we're going to work or to the classroom, right? So how do we do it? What do we have to do? We have to understand the negative stereotypes that are out there about us, right? And I use generalizations and stereotypes. They're kind of the same thing to me, okay? So whether or not they hold true for us, and whether or not they annoy us and, they make us cringe every morning, we have to understand them, and we have to pretty much show that we are not that. Now, it's not as hard as we want to believe sometimes, because all we really have to do is just be us. Oftentimes, you just have to be who you are, and you'll show that you're hardworking, you're intelligent, you're not lazy, right? The people who want to hold on to it are the people that we can call racist, right? Those who are racist. People who still hold on to negative viewpoints, even after the said person has clearly shown that they are not like that. So you can throw those people out, they're not going anywhere. But we have to show who we are. So, if we're going to work, what's the stereotype? Okay, we're incompetent, we're lazy, we got in because they have some quota to fill. So what do? We come in and show that we can not only do the assigned job, but we can do it better than other people can, right? That's what we do, even in the classroom. That's what we do. And in order for us to do that, we have to understand those negative stereotypes, right? And that's it. And so in terms of how it relates to our relationship with black women, the same rules apply. If there's a woman out there who I feel that I'm interested in, what do I have to do? Prove myself. Okay? She's going to have her own reservations about me, and they may be false, right? And they may upset me and cringe, but if I'm like, man, I really want to, see where this goes, you're going to have to stack it up and prove yourself. And oftentimes, it's not that hard, because all you're doing is doing what? Being yourself. All you ask for is the opportunity. Am I right? Yes, I'm right. Right? So if you think I'm, inarticulate, if you think I'm stupid, I can't carry a conversation, or I don't have a job, okay, well then spend 30 minutes with me, and then you'll clearly see that I am none of the above. But the key, I just can't say, oh, you're stereotyping. In a sick way, I need those stereotypes to prove that I'm not that way. And what the women need to understand is that I stereotype not so that I can, tell people they need to act on those stereotypes. I do them so the women know what they need to do to prove themselves. Whether they like it or not, they're not going anywhere. So if I say, oh, you know what, I think black women are, too ghetto, and I think they're loud. If you are not that, all you have to do is be yourself. All you need is some decent dude out there that's going to give you the opportunity to prove who you are, and isn't going to look at your first name or look at the fact that, you're from the inner city and write you off. Right? That's all you need. Whether that stereotype is true or not, whether it makes you hurt on the inside and it makes you frustrated, if you feel like that person is suitable, you're going to do it. Right? You're going to do it. And what gets me, like I said before, we know our stereotypes, right? When we want to date outside the race as black people, right? We know, right? So we're more than willing to prove ourselves to them. We're more than willing, right? But when it comes to each other, we don't. And it's unfortunate, because you need that to prove yourself, to prove who you are, to prove that you are a responsible person who can handle anything. I remember as a kid, I wanted a dog badly, just like any other young boy. I wanted a dog, but my father was just like, I don't think you're consistent, because kids your age are kind of inconsistent. Okay. And I had to prove to him for 4 months that I wasn't, and it was sucked and it was hard, but I had to prove it to him. Okay? I knew that I can, handle a dog, but what was the stereotype is that kids can't handle responsibility. So I had to prove it to him that I wasn't like the trend. I wasn't the stereotype. Okay? So I guess, the fact that kids are known to not be able to handle long-term commitments was a good thing for me, because it helped me stand out. So for me, I don't go around acting on stereotypes, but I am mindful of them. Even the ones that are, obviously working against me, because it's how I prove myself. It's almost like you have this love-hate relationship with your stereotype, right? It's like something that you have to drag along, right? But you do need it, right? Even though it's uncomfortable. So understand where I'm coming from, okay? I don't encourage anybody to act off as a stereotype. I encourage people to let people show their greatness, or let them show that they are a fool, right? Let them do the work, because they will turn around and ask you to do the same thing. And you better be ready to, hold up your end of the bargain, so to speak. So, hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from, okay? Oftentimes the women will come on and say that I'm, stereotyping and generalizing, and the same issue that I'm stereotyping them on is the same issue that they're showing, right? It's the whole idea of the woman saying, I'm not, confrontational. You're stereotyping. But her tone and her demeanor is supporting exactly what I'm saying. You have that going on. So if you're a woman out there, I think personally you're making too big of a deal off of the whole stereotype. Just prove that you are not that. Because I will go to the grave defending the whole idea that we are the most stereotyped group. And if we were to get upset and get mad at all the stereotypes out there, and just give up on having to prove ourselves, it would be a done deal, right? You can just put a big red X over African Americans and just blacks in America alone. We would be done. But the upstanding, black men in the group understand what's going on, and we hate it, but we have to do what we have to do. Like I said, it's that love-hate relationship. So you guys take it easy. Take care. God bless.